What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, indeed, it is another one. So you see the title of the broadcast. Now, this young lady has something to say about the recent events that went down in the Oval Office between Trump, J.D. Vance, and Zelenskyy. Now, my thing of this is apparently, I think this young lady's from the Ukraine and things like that. So, this is the thing here. She's going to sit here and try to talk out the side of her neck about what America needs to do with its funds and the way that things are going down. And she said that she's appalled by the way that Zelenskyy was treated. All right. So we're going to dive off into this because this is crazy. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
What the fuck was that meeting? What the fuck was that? The meeting between Trump and Vance and Zelenskyy. I felt like I was watching a man try to talk to two children. Because that's Trump and Vance, they were literally acting like children in this meeting. I don't think they had any intention of having any real dialogue or coming to any conclusion or agreement with Zelenskyy. I really think that they invited Zelenskyy over just to villainize him.
No, see, that's wrong right there. She's already wrong off top. Zelenskyy was supposed to come there already willing to sign the peace treaty that they had put in place. That's what he was supposed to do. That's the reason why they had dinner set out, all this type of stuff. Zelenskyy was supposed to come there, shake a few hands, give a couple of smiles, sign the treaty situation and things like that, to where America, we could get the mineral rights, things like that. Have Zelenskyy will also have protection at the end of the day. Russia will go ahead on and back off. It's supposed to have been already set. That's what was supposed to happen. But Zelenskyy went up in that mug and just thought that he was just, the big show. He thought that he was going to be able to negotiate something. Well, I don't want to, what negotiations and this and that. Zelenskyy really wants to be part of the UN, but that's never going to happen.
And it's bad when Russia is cheering along, when Russian officials are proud of what Trump and Vance said to Zelenskyy. That's when we're fucked. All Zelenskyy was trying to say was he's not against a ceasefire and that he's open to a ceasefire if there are certain guarantees and protections for Ukraine. That is all he was trying to say.
There would be protections for Ukraine with the ceasefire, with the things that Trump had also put in place. Now, Zelenskyy don't want to come up about the mineral rights. That's basically what's going on. Bump what she talking about. And the thing of this is yes, you're going to have to, come up out of something because you already have $300 billion of America's money. Now, be it here and there, that's neither here nor there of how he got it, because, we already know, Biden gave it to him. But the thing of this is, Biden didn't get any guarantees for the money that he gave Zelenskyy, but it's a new sheriff in town. You're going to have to renegotiate. And at this point right now, you have no cards. Like Trump said, he has no cards to play. We want to stop the war. We want to stop people from from dying. We need to stop this immediately before it escalates into something bigger.
And then Trump interjects and says, you don't have the cards. Da, 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 da.
We
and
don't.
Vance saying, oh, well, you're having trouble getting military and this and that. And basically them saying, oh, well, you would be nothing without us. You would be what the fuck? Like, how is that diplomatic? Because Vance was trying to tout and say, oh, well, we are trying to be diplomatic and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, the fuck you're not. No, you're not. If anything, that meeting just made things worse for Ukraine. And it showed that the US is not interested in helping Ukraine maintain as much of its sovereignty as possible. They're not. They just want Ukraine to concede to Russia and give Russia whatever the fuck they want. And that's it. That's what Trump's idea of peace is.
That's not it. The mineral rights deal is a great deal. It will work well for Ukraine and America. Help America get some of its money back And at the same time, though, too, there will be protection in Ukraine while, drilling and also the other things like that, mining, whatever you want to call it, for said minerals. There will be protection there. Putin will back off and things like that. Now, see, the issue here is this young lady's talking out the side of her neck. I guarantee she's not in Ukraine. Most of the women folk that were born in Ukraine, this and that, they left the country. So it's nothing but men over there fighting. So while she's sitting in some comfortable room somewhere, chilling, talking out the side of her neck about what Trump said to Zelenskyy, and JD said this, and Zelenskyy was only trying to get the best deal that he could. But this is the best deal that's going to be on the table for Zelenskyy. This is it. This is it. That's all the cards he has to play until he accepts the situation where he's able to, get more cards. He only has a couple of cards, and those are not, he can't even play those cards until the dealer decides to give him more cards.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
And these are facts. And he's wanting to sit here and act like, I have all the cards. No, Zelenskyy, you don't have any cards worth dealing. And whatever cards you got, it's not worth dealing. You can't deal it. Not with this situation.
And because Zelenskyy is trying to fight back and say, no, like, we have certain demands, we have certain guarantees that we want, he's painted as a villain. And of course Trump is saying, do you know what you're doing? You are pushing World War III, and you are killing millions of people in your country. And he's literally accusing, oh my God, the things he was saying to Zelenskyy was ridiculous.
He is allowing people to be deleted in this country. What is she talking about? It take men to fight wars. I don't see her going out there talking about helping fight no war on the front lines.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
She's sitting cozy with her camera in a little pink shirt and all those nose rings hanging out her face. Somewhat comfortable, eating good. She looks pretty healthy over there. She ain't on nobody's front lines doing nothing. Talking out the side of her neck. And these are just the cards that are being played to Zelenskyy. He's going to have to deal. Give up the mineral rights. You will get the protection. You will get the ceasefire and things like that. And, but Zelenskyy wants to sit there and come to the table, like, be a part of the deal, get whatever negotiations that he wants and things like that. But it's not going to happen like that. The ceasefire needs to happen first. And then you can negotiate other things on the back end later, but we have to stop the war first.
Ridiculous. And I'm from Ukraine, so this is even more hard to watch.
Yeah.
This is my country that I came from. And I'm so grateful to be in America. But more and more, I am embarrassed by what this country has become. And the people representing this country. Like, I'm trying to hold back tears. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And
so you're over here eating, sleeping, and shitting good, right? You all right. Yeah, she looked healthy as a mug over here. Look at her. I'm thankful in this. Okay, then. So why your president wouldn't just say that he was thankful for Americans' tax dollars that helped him? Why couldn't Zelenskyy just say he was thankful? He had to come in there with his little Napoleon balls, talking out the side of his neck, thinking that he's going to be able to make a certain deal when he doesn't have any cards. Now, well, I'm gonna take that back. He has a card. He can give up the mineral rights. That's a huge card that he has, but he doesn't want to play that card, and that's the issue. So, all right, this young lady got a little bit more to say. We're going to go here now and check out the tail end of this situation, because it's crazy out here. This is wild. This is wild.
As a Ukrainian, after watching that meeting, that shit show of a meeting, I am more and more convinced that this administration has zero interest in actually helping Ukraine maintain as much of its sovereignty as possible. No, I think that basically they want us to shut the fuck up, to stop complaining, stop asking for help, stop asking for money, to concede to Russia, and to shut the fuck up and leave the US alone.
So you mean to tell me you want to sit here and demand, look, what she say? Shut the fuck up, stop asking US for money. You're asking us for our taxpayer dollars, and you sitting here demanding that we do something. But you asking us for our taxpayer dollars. Yeah, first off, like y'all just saw, she from Ukraine. But she's over here with us, demanding us to send Zelenskyy money, more money on top of that, off the 300 something million or billion that he already has, that he's already gotten from the previous administration. People, this is ridiculous. And this young lady sitting around here constantly screaming about, talk about helping her. Okay, if that's the case, then why don't you go back to your country and help the wounded or something? Be a nurse or something. Go over there and help your people. Stop asking us as taxpayer citizens to come up out of pocket. Because guess what? Hold on. And this is the truth. This is the truth. We hear all. I've heard all these things about, the United Nations and things like, not the United Nations, but the European Union stuff. They're backing Zelenskyy and this and that. Woo the woo, cheering him on. Yes, please. Do this and that. But they want America to spend America's taxpayer dollars to actually fund this situation and things like that. Why ain't England, UK helping fund something? Where's Spain? Where's Italy? Where's France with their dollars? Where's Germany with their dollars? Why ain't the European Union actually spending more money than we're spending, and they're over there with him?
So what the French toast is going to think about?
Where's the European Union's dollars? Where are their dollars?
And that, my friends, is the bottom line.
But y'all constantly want America to spend our taxpayer dollars like we eat and sleep and shit over here for free. No, we need our money. And at this point right now, I'm glad that we got a president and a vice president in office that wants us to keep more money at home than we're sending out to the rest of these bats around the world. This is a huge issue. So you begging us to pay for your war, but you don't want to give any tangibles back to us. Yeah, we need the mineral rights. Screw what you talking about out here.
So what the French toast is going to
Yeah,
think
we need
about?
the mineral rights. We need them. The whatever underground, titanium, whatever the nickel, whatever. We need it all.
I think that's literally the message I got from Trump, because he wants peace, but his idea of peace is basically just end the war and do whatever the fuck Russia wants.
That's not it. That's not it. Yes, in the war, ceasefire, yes. Just do whatever Putin wants. That's not it. That's not what Trump talking about. Trump is talking about building a certain type of alliance, but Zelenskyy don't want to do that. I'm telling you, Zelenskyy does not want to come up out those mineral rights. That's the main issue under the damn table. Of course, it's not being said on the surface, but that's what the main thing is. Zelenskyy wants to create a certain deal to where he's able to keep the mineral rights of his country and things like that, get a ceasefire on board, and also get Putin to stop pushing into his country. But it ain't going to happen that way. Then on top of that, Zelensky's not a part of the United Nations. So he's got a lot of cards going against him.
That's what I was getting, because Zelenskyy was simply trying to explain that he's open for a ceasefire, but there are certain guarantees and protections that he wants for his country. And he was villainized for saying that. He was villainized. He was basically told, no, you're just prolonging the war, you're killing your people and this and that, you want the World War III. No, he wants his country to be intact. He wants as much freedom in his country as he can maintain after these fuckers in Russia continually eat away at our country. But he's villainized for trying to defend that, for trying to defend his country. And
no, he's not villainized for trying to defend his country. He's he's villainized for not trying to get the ceasefire on board so your countrymen, young lady, can stop fighting. We have to end this immediately at all cost. And see, you know, when you're dealing with individuals like this, they don't see the big picture about what's going on, how deadly this could get if prolonged. It's already been 3 years. If it continues to go on any longer, it's going to have to be other countries involved, or Ukraine's going to be wiped out. So it's a decision that has to be made here. And an immediate ceasefire needs to happen at all cost. So whatever deal that's on the table to get a significant ceasefire immediately needs to be taken in serious consideration. It's no time for games, back and forth, stuff like that. Try to figure whatever else out on the back end. Right now, the war needs to end. It needs to end immediately at all costs. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
And that, my friends, is the bottom line.
that, my friends, is the bottom line.